what's significant about it is the fact that it is the first time that Turkey has said that its troops have made that crossing from Turkey into Syria. It's a development that we've been waiting for the last few days, while those Turkish tanks, armoured personnel carriers, earth-moving equipment position themselves on the Turkish side of the border. The thing to keep in mind, though, is at this stage it appears to be a reconnaissance mission. It's not a full-scale military operation, it's not an invasion, it's not a battle or a war, it's a sort of a search operation just inside Syria, on the Syrian side of the border. That's the only information that we have about it so far, but it is keeping in line with what we've heard from Turkey over the last few days. On one hand, they're saying that this is going to be a serious operation inside Idlib province. On the other hand, they're also emphasising that it's a peacekeeping operation, that their ultimate aim is to create so-called safe zones or de-escalation zones inside Syria, keeping in line with the agreement that was made between Turkey, Iran and Russia at the Astana talks.
And Nicole, if you can, tell us more about what these de-escalation zones really mean, what they consist of, what was agreed at Astana that justified sending Turkish troops in to secure the area.
Well, that's a very good question, Andrea, because we don't have even a great deal of information about how these de-escalation zones will work. It's one thing in theory to say that you want safe zones inside Syria that will reduce the violence, that will restore a sense of calm. But when you speak to people here, and we've been speaking to people from inside Syria who are crossing the border today, they're hopeful that these de-escalation zones will achieve something, but they're not optimistic because at the same time, the war isn't over. It's been going on for years. There's been talks of these sorts of zones before. The only thing that we do know is that Idlib province will be the largest one. There are another three that are meant to be carried out inside Syria. Turkey has said that it will go into Idlib province, that it will be mainly involved in that operation there, and that Russia will be involved from the outside. Exactly what that means, I can't give you any more detail. We don't know to what extent Russia might even carry out airstrikes inside Idlib province. At the moment, that province is under the control of a group called Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, a group that was aligned to al-Qaeda, the former Nusra Front group. There's a great deal of sort of groups renaming themselves inside Syria, changing their alliances, so they say, when it suits them. That's their current name and their current status. So that's who Turkey could potentially be up against. But there are a lot of reports coming out that Turkey's trying potentially to do a deal with this group inside Syria. It doesn't really want another battle, another fight on its hands like it had during the Euphrates Shield operation. As I said, it would prefer this to be a more peaceful operation, a peacekeeping, so to speak, but to be able to do that, it has to get this group on board. And so far, the group has rejected these de-escalation zones and what was agreed at Astana.